Hi, my lovely Virgos. Welcome back. Sorry it's been so long. I've taken some time off for myself, but I am back. Virgos, let's see what's going on with you for the month of August 2021. We're going to start off with my Spellcasting Oracle deck and get some insight as far as what's the overall vibe for the month of August for you. Virgos, for some of you, I'm instantly getting this this feeling of like you're kind of coming out of this darkness. Okay. Oh, and we got 3. Perfect. Love it. Yeah, we definitely are coming out of some darkness here, for sure. I feel like you're finally starting to get some clarity, or either you're getting some clarity on a situation, or you're on the brink of getting the clarity and answers that you've been seeking. So first card that flew out, I have Beauty. So to me, this is very much you and your element. I feel like, Virgo, you are very much seeing yourself, you or Libra, seeing yourself kind of the beauty in your own self. You're kind of rediscovering you. And I love this, Virgos, because I feel like a lot of you have gone through a lot of hardships in the past this year. It's been very hard. Actually, almost like back through 2020. You guys have really been going through the ringer and have really been down on your luck, down on yourselves. So I really love that the Beauty card is coming through for you. And then having that next to well-being, this is really telling me that there's a lot of self-love that you're focusing on. Some of you may also be focusing on your own health and working on improving your health as well. And then I told you a little bit about answers. I do feel like we are finally getting the clarity and answers that we are seeking. If not, it's on the brink and it's about to come out. And I feel like it's because you're finally in this better space, this better place of mind. You do have the compassion card here at the bottom of the deck, and that's telling me, you know, again, this is very much you and your energy, because you're naturally a caregiver, a nurturer, and it's, you know, Virgo, you tend to have like a bad rap of coming off as like kind of cold or a little bit detached, but you're very nurturing, you're very caring, you're very loving, and you're also very often misunderstood. And I feel like people are starting to see, like, you know, people are starting to kind of get that compassion nature that you have, and that's really starting to show out and come out. And I love that that's the bottom of the deck, and that's the overall kind of getting back to you, Virgo. I really feel like this is starting off as like coming out of the darkness and getting back to you. Let's go. I'm going to put these to the side, and we're going to go into my Tattoo Tarot deck and get a little more clarity as far as what's going on for you for the month of August. Sorry. My bad. Wow. Okay. So definitely, oh, wonderful. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. About damn time, Virgo, right? About time things start to kind of open up for you. Yeah, so I really do feel like I was spot on. Your past energy, you have this 5 of Pentacles energy, where previously you've been kind of left out in the cold. You've gone through some, you know, you've kind of felt isolated from the world, detached from everybody. And there's also been some, you know, I feel like you physically have felt detached and physically have been feeling isolated and cut off from the world physically. I do get that I'm surprised that you actually aren't here. I'm surprised that the Hierophant isn't here in your reading, but who knows? The day is young. because we haven't clarified yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if you don't come out in your own reading here, because I do feel that some of it was self-inflicted, while other part of it was not. But you definitely have been left out in the cold in the recent past energy. Current state right now really looks good. You know, I have my Six of Cups here. And so to me, this is kind of like coming back, a little bit of nostalgia. You know, kind of reminiscing about the good old days and things back when things were less complicated. Look how these two are kind of very young and very innocent. They almost look like children here. So I love that you're kind of in this nostalgic state of mind, because that's much better than this Five of Pentacles energy that you're leaving behind. Love that. As far as what's crossing you, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. This is kind of where you do come out, definitely. Now, what's interesting here is that in this deck, most of my Knights, you have them kind of moving forward. You know, you got the guy on the horse, which I do. But he's like so small. He's so small. What's more prominent in this whole card is this pedestal. So I feel like slow and steady, you know, you're making a solid effort. Maybe things aren't going as swiftly as you would like it, and maybe that's why it's crossing you. But you know, you can't build a house in a day. You can't build a kingdom in a day. And so I feel like that's kind of what this is telling us here is, you know, we're starting to move in the direction that you're wanting things to go in. And so having this crossing you is not bad, because it's just maybe it's not moving fast enough for you, because Knight of Pentacles is definitely more slow moving. But this is very stable. It's very stationary. There's no movement here. So to me, that's telling me that you're working on kind of building a foundation again, which is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. As far as the energy that your future energy that's around you, Queen of Pentacles, look at you. Abundant, stable, beautiful, pragmatic, very much self-reliant. Here's a woman that stands in her own energy. She's proud of what she's done. She's proud of what she's earned. She makes her own money. It's feminine energies. That's why I say she. Doesn't have to be a she. Because it is energy. Energy is energy and is interchangeable. You know, but she's very proud of what she's accomplished. And I feel like that's you right now, is that you're coming into this feeling of accomplishment and feeling accomplished of, you know, what's around you. Now, I do feel like as far as like your subconscious energy, there is still some, you know, a little bit of left on the table as far as feeling inadequate and a little bit feeling sorry for yourself with this Four of Cups here. To me, this is really telling me that there are times where you just kind of not really feeling sorry for yourself, but I feel like you still question your worth. And I wish that this wasn't here for you, Virgo, but I understand that you're coming out of this Five of Pentacles energy. So some of that is going to be lingering. You know, you've been left out in the cold and been so isolated and so detached for such a long time. It doesn't surprise me that this Four of Cups is here, because obviously that's going to take a toll on you and kind of do a doozy on you. So I do feel like you're kind of not able to see, you know, I feel like the beauty card is here. I feel like that came out here originally because you need to see the beauty in things. You need to see the beauty in you, and that you are good enough. You are worthy. And I feel some of you need to actually hear that. You are good enough and you are worthy. I really want you to affirm that. So Virgo, if you have a chance, I want you to sit there and say this for me 3 times. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am good enough. I am worthy. And so it is. Energy as far as conscious energy that's around you. is, you know, things are definitely starting to pan out in your favor with the Justice card here. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra with Justice, because I do have, with my Beauty card here and then the Justice card, Libra energy is definitely here for sure. So things may be working out. To me, when I have the Justice card here, to me, it's telling me that things are starting to work out and pan out in your favor. Everybody, all parties involved, will be treated fairly, fairly and just. And so I'm also getting kind of swiftly too. So I feel like some of you may be wanting to have been waiting on something or waiting to hear about somebody, some outcome, or, you know, about a person. And I do feel like that's coming about rather quickly. Excuse me. All right. So as far as the energy that's around you that you're unaware of, I have Page of Cups here, energy here. Love that. Page of Cups is definitely extending the olive branch. Sometimes this also comes off as an apology as well. So those of you that are kind of like seeking, you're kind of in need of something from like someone or your person. Maybe there's been some injustice. Maybe there's been a break in the recent past or some separation. And maybe you guys are kind of coming back together. Or maybe you're being recognized. I feel like at the very least, you're seeing yourself in your own light for the first time in a very long time. But I would not be surprised if you don't get some sort of apology, or your person is wanting to apologize to you. Because you have this kind of koi fish here, and he's extending this mum to you. Like, please forgive me. This is that initial first reaching out. Energy that's around you that you're aware of is, okay, so you definitely have been getting some sort of love offer. Knight of Cups energy is here. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Could be in a placement. But this is very much, yeah. And then right above that, I've got the Page of Swords. So I do feel like there's definitely some communication that's opening up. If you're dealing with your person and there's been a break, things have definitely softened here, and communication has definitely lightened up and started to open up between you two for sure. This person's really wanting to come in and be more emotionally available, come in with some feelings, kind of make amends, and come in with a love offer. I do feel like there is a solid apology here though, because I've got the Knight of Cups as far as what's going on with you right now, what's around you, and then having that, what you're unaware of is they do actually feel sorry. They want to apologize to you. And I mean, as far as hopes and fears, Page of Swords, someone is hopeful of communication. Definitely communication is starting to open up here. Now, having the Page of Swords here in your hopes and fears position, to me, this is saying, well, you know, I feel like either you're wanting them to maybe say something to you in a certain way, or apologize to you in a certain way, or start opening communication in a certain way. Maybe it's not going to open up, or maybe that communication won't be in the same way that you envision it. Maybe I do feel like it's going to be a little bit more practical, a little bit more streamlined, I'm getting. Not necessarily as mushy as maybe you would like, but nonetheless, it's here. I do feel too, as far as your outcome, I have the Hanged Man. If you have a yes or no question, you know, as to why we're doing this reading in the first place, I would say your answer would be not just yet. With the Hanged Man, I feel like there's still work to be done. I feel like you need to look at things with a new perspective before you can move forward. And I'll kind of allow things to fall where they may, is what I'm also getting too. Allow things to fall in place. We'll get a little more clarification here on those. But yeah, I feel like you're definitely coming out of your past, and definitely you're coming out of the cold and definitely reminiscing on the past and on the good times when things were more innocent, more sweet. So I do feel like things are definitely moving in a solid direction for you, Virgo. All right. I want to know why Virgo is, why I've got this Four of Cups energy here for, I'm using my tarot to go. Okay, there have been words. To sneeze. Excuse me. So, Queen of Swords is definitely here. So, there's definitely been some words as to why you're not feeling, why you've been kind of having this self-doubt, why things haven't been satisfactory for you lately. Either your person has told you off or you've told them off. Air energy again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Queen of Swords, you know, she's definitely known for having a more silver tongue. And so she's very direct. She has no problem speaking her mind. If anything, she's known for telling people off. I mean, look at her. She's very kind of cold and attached. She tries to kind of isolate and compartmentalize her feelings to where so much of it is detached. And she doesn't come off with having any kind of love or emotions. Which is so not the case because, God, you are just, like, when we open you up, Virgo, you just kind of beat yourself up. So, yeah, you've been really just kind of working on you and really just focusing on things that are actually tangible with this Eight of Pentacles energy. I feel like you've actually been kind of avoiding yourself, Virgo. What's changed into recent, what has recently changed as to why Virgo has this Queen of Pentacles energy now? I love that. What has actually changed? Oh, the Devil in reverse. Wow. Kind of coming out of some sort of toxicity or codependency. Page of Swords. I feel like we kind of stopped communication is what I'm getting, or you told somebody off and you told them exactly how they hurt you. I feel like, to me, this is really, you're really trying to cut off and trying to release this devil energy, some sort of codependency. Some of you, this might even be kind of releasing some sort of addiction. Could be even drugs or alcohol. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like maybe someone has actually gotten help. Or somebody has said something that's like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this toxic devil energy around anymore. I'm done. So, and that explains why I've got the Queen of Swords down here as well. So I love that we've released the devil. I mean, that could not be any better as far as to why you're now standing in your own truth, in your own beauty, and really starting to come out of this darkness. I want to clarify this Page of Swords as far as your hopes and fears. Wow, lots of swords. Lots and lots of swords. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. So something is definitely done here. Something is done. There definitely was a break or a separation. You were definitely left out in the cold. You've been through some shit, Virgo. And things are finally starting to work out well for you ever since you've released this devil energy, this toxic energy. Things have definitely been moving better for you, for sure. It's kind of like, well, it's done. What's done is done. You know, 10 of Swords is that card that is, it comes right before the Death card. Is it the Death card or the Tower? I think maybe it's the Tower. But it's, you know, this is definitely the beginning of, like, this is definitely like, okay, it's over. It's over. What's done is done. You know, there's no coming back. There's no resuscitating this guy. He is over with. This guy's beyond dead. So I feel like whatever is done in the recent past that's really had you in this 5 of Pentacles energy, which I keep going back to, it's over with. And then having this Two of Pentacles here underlying it is telling me that you've been really kind of juggling things. Focusing on, you may even be talking to two different people. Some of you may be actually talking to two different people, and you're kind of enjoying it because you're kind of like, well, I'm in my own energy and I'm kind of working on me now. And so I'm kind of enjoying this attention and having two different things to focus on. Doesn't necessarily mean that, but it could also be two different projects. Excuse me. My dog sees something. All right, so let's clarify this Hanged Man as far as our outcome goes. Tell me more about why we have a Hanged Man here. What do we need to see in a new perspective? Strength. Wow. All right. It's funny, and because this is the August reading, and literally every single reading, every single sign I've done so far, the Strength card has come out. We are definitely in Leo season, and to me, this is definitely telling me that, you know, you are stronger than you make yourself out to be. You know, you need to come out of this energy here and really acknowledge your strength and your beauty and your resiliency. You know, you're so loving and so nurturing and compassionate in nature, and really seeing things in a new life is really going to just take in the good stuff here. Take in the good stuff. Really, you know, just, you're stronger than you know, Virgo. You are stronger than you know, for sure. Yeah, and to me, this is, and having Five of Pentacles again is, you know, being strong enough to come out of the cold. You know, pull yourself together, pull yourself out of this situation. You're very resilient. And some of you may actually have Leo in your chart as well as like somewhere else in your placement. But things are moving in a much better direction for you with this Nine of Cups energy. I do want to go into this here, because with this Nine of Cups energy as the underlying, this is what we're about to embark on. This is what we're about to embark on when we see things in a new light, from a new perspective. Look at this. This is literally like a banquet hall, Virgo. And all the placemats are set. All the table settings are there for the whole party. All we need is for Virgo to come through that curtain. And that's what the universe is saying, is that the table is set. Everybody's ready and waiting for Virgo to come in and announce themselves. And I do mean announce yourself, which is kind of not you in your nature, because you're not prideful and you're not very boastful. But having the Strength card here, as far as to clarify that Hanged Man, is maybe you need to actually stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Come through that curtain as confident. You know, dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and really come through that curtain confident and strong, and the rest will all fall into place. Is what I'm getting. The rest will all fall into place. Yeah, I really do feel like this is a great reading for you, Virgo. I love seeing that you're coming out of the cold. I love seeing that you're stepping into your own finally again, and that we're releasing this devil and toxic energy, and finally things are starting to work in your favor once more, because you've been on the hell ride for sure. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Virgos, I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you clarity. If this helped and if this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe, or make a comment below. I'd love to read comments. And hit the notification bell, so that way if you have, you'll get notifications of any upcoming posts or videos. Till then, next time, and have a wonderful, wonderful month. Bye, guys.